All right, let's get the show started!
Paddy Pimblett names possible next opponent after Michael Chandler as he maps out world title plan. Paddy Pimblett believes he is just 2 fights away from challenging for the UFC lightweight title. The baddie returns to action on April 13 in the co-main event of UFC 314 against Michael Chandler in Miami. Pimblett currently occupies the number 12 spot in the lightweight rankings but would enter the top 10 with a win over his number 7 rated foe. Providing he beats Chandler, Pimblett plans to beat a high-caliber opponent in the second half of 2025 to secure himself a shot at Islam Makhachev's 155 pounds crown. Probably only 2 fights this year, he told Jain Media. Beat Michael Chandler, fight in Abu Dhabi in October, beat someone like Charles Oliveira and then fight for the belt next year. A blockbuster showdown with Charles Oliveira promises to produce fireworks. Both men are elite Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners who aren't afraid to go toe-to-toe on the feet. Oliveira beat Chandler for a second time last November, via a dominant unanimous decision after previously picking himself up off the canvas to knock out the American in May 2021 for the UFC lightweight strap. He ended up losing the title on the scales ahead of his bout with Justin Gaethje in what would have been his second defense before failing to regain the belt against Islam Makhachev in 2022. Since then, he has traded wins and losses with the divisional elite and now finds himself at number 2 at 155 pounds behind Arman Tsarukyan, who he lost out to via a tight split decision last April in a title eliminator. He would serve as a more than worthy opponent to catapult Pimblett straight into a world title shot in 2026. Last year, Renato Moicano was at the top of Pimblett's hit list as he attempted to make inroads into the top 15. But if he beats Chandler, Pimblett believes that fight won't make sense anymore. "No, Moicano is going to be below me once I beat Chandler," he added. One fight that has been heavily talked about since Pimblett entered the UFC is a clash with Conor McGregor. While Pimblett would happily fight McGregor due to the money attached to him, he doesn't believe he brings much else to the table. "It is one of them, it could happen," he said of a possible fight with McGregor. "I don't rule anything out. Ask any MMA fighter around featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, if there is one person they would want to fight, it is Conor McGregor. And that is just for money. We all know how much money that is going to put on the table. If you could pick one person to fight, every single person in the world is going to pick Conor McGregor, and that is just because of the money, not because of anything else. We are prize fighters at the end of the day, it is that simple."